Aye.
Hey, welcome to the Technology Committee. Today's May 18th, and if I can have the clerk call roll, please.
Mayor McCallum,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Mitchell,
Here.
Councilmember Robinson is absent. Supervisor Rutherford, absent. Supervisor Solis,
Here.
Councilmember Buscaino.
Here. Okay, we have a quorum. Thank you very much. If I can direct your attention to the agenda. I know, looking at, we have two items before us. I'd like to ask that we take item number 1 on consent. Do you have any objections to that?
Move the item.
Okay, we have a motion.
Excuse me, wait a minute. I have
Yes.
to say, on item 1, I must say the words, that I do not have a financial interest, but I'm required to identify for the record that I'm a member of the California Air Resources Board, which is involved in this item. So I'm not gonna, that's what I need to say,
Sure.
now I can vote.
Thank you. For the record, let the record reflect. Thank you, Ms. Mitchell. So without objection, we'll approve item number 1. And-
Chairman Buscaino, I just want to acknowledge that Councilmember Robinson has arrived.
Mr. Robinson, welcome.
Thank you.
Before we approve item 1, anyone here to speak on item number 1? Okay, hearing none, we'll approve item number 1. Okay, presentation, Ms. Mirasola for item number 2.
Do we need a roll?
Oh, we need a roll call vote.
Mr. Chairman, we need a
Oh, sorry, roll call. Roll
Mayor
call roll on item number 1.
Mayor McCallum,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilmember Robinson.
Aye.
Supervisor Solis,
Yes.
Councilmember Buscaino.
Aye.
Motion passes 5 ayes.
Thank you, ma'am. Before us, item number 2.
Good afternoon. For this item, this is to execute contract for heavy-duty hydrogen fueling station and receive and file a report from the California Fuel Cell Partnership, the last board meeting agenda. So a little bit of background for the first item is background on the heavy-duty hydrogen fueling stations. So you may have recalled a demonstration by Toyota of a 700-bar fueling truck at down at Port of Long Beach. So they have one prototype that they're using currently, and also by way of background, they announced with Fuel Cell Energy a renewable hydrogen production down at the ports, a trigeneration project. And subsequently to that, California Energy Commission released a solicitation for advanced freight vehicle infrastructure deployment, and one of the awards CEC provided notice was to co-fund a project for Equilon doing business as Shell for a 1,000 kilogram per day hydrogen truck fueling station for goods movement at the ports. So our proposal for the hydrogen freight project is basically the project at startup would provide about 400 kilograms per day dispensed at the 700 bar high pressure that's used by the Toyota trucks. Then AQMD would propose a cost share to refuel heavy-duty vehicles at 350 bar. So that supports additional fuel cell demonstrations by multiple operators at the local ports. This proposal could also be used to evaluate fueling protocols for heavy-duty vehicles, dispenser design, and other station throughput and reliability issues for freight, most applicable to freight operations. So the proposed cost share, CEC would be providing the bulk. That would be $8 million. Equilon and Toyota also providing cost share, and they're requesting AQMD to co-fund $1.2 million for a $12 million total project. And so I can also provide slides on the receive and file for California Fuel Cell Partnership, or go to recommended actions if you prefer.
Why don't you go quickly through?
Keep going?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so basically for the Fuel Cell Partnership, some of the program review and priorities. working on roadmap 2.0 for projecting out vehicles and fueling infrastructure up through the 2030 timeframe, excuse me. Also, one of the priorities is basically to continue hydrogen station development and support and the operating system that drivers have come to rely on to make their driving easier, to find stations, hydrogen stations. Also upcoming is the Global Climate Summit, and that'll be in San Francisco in September. And the Fuel Cell Partnership is looking for ways to continue collaboration with the Department of Energy and their H2 USA program. So some recent event highlights. Last October, Equilon basically had a ribbon cutting for their retail station in Torrance. This was a previously co-funded AQMD station, but is now upgraded to accept credit card payments. Also, Sunline had the fuel cell range extender bus demonstrated in Thousand Palms in February. And Air Liquide celebrated 1,000 hydrogen fills in Anaheim in March. So we're now at actually 35 stations that are accepting credit cards, although the Shell Newport Beach station still has some limitations regarding their fueling protocol. So they're in the process of making that station retail. And recommended actions. So staff is recommending to execute a contract with Equilon to cost share construction and operation of the renewable hydrogen fueling station to support a variety of fuel cell demonstration vehicles by multiple operators in the local ports in an amount not to exceed $1.2 million from the Clean Fuels Fund. And also receive and file the Fuel Cell Partnership Board meeting agenda for April and the activity reports for October, from October through March of this year. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Thank you, Lisa. Committee members, any questions on the item before you, item number 2?
Just one question.
Ms. Mitchell?
700 bar.
It's also on the station referred to as 70 MPa, but in the proposal it was referred to as 700 bar. Those are simply conversion factors for the same pressure, so 10,000 PSI.
Okay, so when you fill a hydrogen car, we're usually filling it at 70,
H70 is 70 MPa,
and that's comparable to what this
the
is.
700 bar, yes.
It's
Okay.
just
Just
units.
different units of measurement.
Okay, just kind of wondering what that meant. And this is renewable hydrogen?
In a separate project, yes, Fuel Cell Energy and Toyota announced that they would be building a renewable trigen station, so using directed biogas.
So it's credits essentially, right? So
Yeah.
we're buying renewable gas up in the Central Valley and they're taking credit for it down here in Long Beach.
Oh, okay, they're not bringing renewable
like
gas
RECs.
down here, they're just taking credits for it. Okay,
Yeah, so it would be on-site production.
got it. Okay, I move approval of this item.
Where's the station going to be located?
It's actually on Toyota property.
Okay.
For Long Beach.
But yeah,
Right,
it's,
so right where they offload the Marais, so it's at that terminal.
Okay. So there's going to be a public component to it.
Well, the public part, is there a light duty?
No, it'll
Yeah,
just be
so-
the,
Okay,
The intent is for Toyota to use it to fuel all the Marais when they come off.
got it.
They'll use that 700 bar station for their truck, but they'll have excess hydrogen, so we worked it out with Shell and Toyota. Can we build a public side for the fuel cell trucks that we're demonstrating?
Yeah.
So that'll be at 350 bar.
Okay, all right, great, thanks.
second motion.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Anyone here to speak on this item? Anyone in the general public like to speak on item 2? Come forward.
No one here?
And no one here as well. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve item number 2. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor McCallum,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Mitchell,
Yes.
Councilmember Robinson.
Aye.
Supervisor Solis,
Aye.
Councilmember Buscaino.
Aye.
Motion passes 5 ayes.
Great, thank you. I'm looking at the agenda. Any other business that's before us? Hearing none. Any one member of the public like to speak on a non-agenda item, please come forward. No one here in Los Angeles City Hall. Anyone there, Ms. Solis?
Nobody?
No, no one here.
No, no one. Thank
Okay,
you.
with that, we're now adjourned. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
You too, Bill.
Thank you.
Very efficient.